Ever wondered what other people have been feeling about this game for over the years that it has been existing in the App Store and the Google Store and in the market, pretty much? Well then today I was deciding, well, maybe why not check out what other people have been writing about this game. So you guys see now that I'm in the App Store right here, and today we're going to be checking out some funny reviews from people who have been writing down their reviews in the game, and perhaps I should be writing my review about the game for over the 3 years that it has been existing as well. Well, I've already been writing, beta feedbacks. Actually, the first beta feedback actually written down to the developer. So I was thinking, yeah, why not check out this? So welcome, Shadow Fighters, to another video of Shadow Fight 3 in the App Store, where I'm going to be checking out some reviews from other people and react to them as well. So without anything further to say, let's actually go to this and see the first reviews that we get. So ratings and reviews 4.4, and we get this pee pee poo poo poo. And yeah, I'm just gonna be writing everywhere, even if it's a curse. So yeah, you are warned, children. I just downloaded the game like a month, and I'm destroying the people. Endure like I feel like a god, and I had to win streak of 74 like the hell. Well, okay, so you basically are pretty happy. What about the other review? PD win, terrible mechanics. That's 1 year ago. Oh, how do I start on this game? This game is extremely pay to win. Probably one of the most pay to win mobile game I've ever played. If you're looking forward to a skill-based game, this is not for you. Want to get that 1000 win streak? No problem. Just go to the store and buy some gear. Absolutely destroy your opponents without any experience. Too sad, this game could be very unique and cool, but the developers are more interested in money than the player base and the game itself. Shame. And also, do you want to have fun doing quests and challenges? Well, this game isn't for you. Here we have vampires that refill their health every 3 seconds and invisible opponents. Yes, invisible. And edit. Also fix your damn matchmaking system. Every duel I play, my opponent has much better gear than I have. Now look, I have very decent loot, but I've gotten from various quests. So yeah, when your opponent has better loot than you, it's basically an instant loss. Last game I did an 8 combo to an opponent, not even a scratch. She does a common kick combo and instantly downs me. Now, back in that 1 year ago, I might have not necessarily been playing the game that much, but now I actually am really into the game, and also playing the events. I know what to do, I know how to get strong gear, and I know methods to play the game. This guy right here, who's been writing down this 1-star critique note, probably should put his time into the game. He might have been putting some time into the game, but have yet to actually experience any kind of progression and success with him, which is something that I can't really elaborate. And in the way of, this is something that you have to try to get into yourself, because others can try to motivate you, but it's yourself who's gonna take the ultimate decision on whether or not you want to continue playing this game. And I want to continue playing this game because I have experience from Shadow Fight 2. I was getting to Shadow Fight 2 because of a local friend of mine who played that a long time ago, but then he quit the game. But after playing Shadow Fight 2 and getting to Shadow Fight 3, now the days have already gone better, and I really do enjoy playing the game. I actually do enjoy playing the game, and now it's no longer proven. I've proven myself, and also been proving to you guys that you can actually win the game without paying a single penny, because you just gotta provide the resources that you have as an SF3 player to actually maximize your goals. And if your goal is like to collect everything in the game, in which I do, then you're definitely onto something real fun if you want to try out all the builds and just have most of the fun in the game. Even mixed build or pure faction builds, then it's literally your fight your style, and you have every kind of weapon in the arsenal that you can have. So yeah, I can see the doubt that he had with this 1 year long note right here. And it's definitely something to worth noting that not everyone will be happy about this game. Not everyone can get around with the game. We all know that the game cannot be made for everyone, because we see other people who made their critiques because they basically do not find their ways to success, and which is unlike me, who actually find a way to success and actually get around with it. So yeah, doubtful. We all know. I can actually see his doubt right here that he has, but then again, I actually know I have my positive point of view about the game itself. So no, it's not pay to win. And also, I've already been understanding the bot mechanics so that I know how to beat the bot, even though that the stat differences might be very high, but I can slowly but surely combo the bot down with pretty much any kind of weapon and gear combination that I would like to do. So that is that review right here. We go back and let's read some more. Duel 2 Overpowered, 19th of February. I don't even know when 19th of February, so this is kind of inaccurate when you say it like this. The people in Duel are still too overpowered. I mean, there are like 500 plus more points than I have. And with that, you barely deal any damage to the enemy. And still, the enemy does a whole lot of damage to you. Yeah, this is back in the days where duels had like a progressional barrier. And what by that I mean that if you fight certain battles, then you get to a point where other people, where bots actually have much higher power than you, and then you have to play the story to get some power, do anything else to get some power, and then get back to the duels to progress from there. And now the end road to duels is to actually get to the Legend League and actually get yourself some tasty legendary rewards, which is actually good, so that we can actually have our chances though to getting some deluxe stuff. Now back in the days though, when Duel Leagues first were introduced, we could get 1 legendary, 2 epics, and some gems if I wasn't wrong, and that was for a 2-week span. Now it's 1 week and it's a legendary pack pretty much plus 100 gems. That's pretty much what it is. And if you think about it, 2 legendary packs in 2 weeks, yeah, that's pretty much it, because compared to the older system, then this new system is definitely worthwhile as well. But the people in the duel are still too overpowered, and I'm pretty sure this is actually an old review. Yeah, we're going to be reading some old reviews, guys, that we know the history of this game and what other people have been thinking. Yeah, I can tell because I had that difficulty too of fighting other bots with higher power and couldn't surpass them, basically because I haven't learned how bots were working until in more recent times. So yeah, I can definitely tell his feelings right there in this review right here. So let's go back. What do we have here? Extremely imbalanced and pay-to-win garbage. Stay away, man. This is strong feelings though, and I'm pretty sure this guy has in foundation with one of the earlier reviews that I've been talking about right here, being that you have to pay. You feel like you have to actually pay to get around with high-powered bots. And what else that might be too challenging, but pretty much high-powered bots in duels, because in events you can pretty much use any rarity, although a lower rarity will do less damage. So you'd like try to get the legendary ones to actually get started into playing events. That's how you pretty much do in these times. Now back then, I'm pretty sure we still had some events, but it was a new player, I'm pretty sure, that had difficulties trying to get around with the game right here. So, what about this? Combo OP, 3 stars. This game's very good, but very good made. But when someone gets a combo, I am dead. It's impossible to escape the combo. I can tell because whenever bots hit you, this is actually 2 years ago. I'm pretty sure that was when in the earlier days when you actually get caught into an aggressive bot combo, then you have a very hard time to escaping that. But here's the thing though. If you actually do understand how bots work, because how the bots work is that they will attack you. If they knock you down, they wait until you get up, and then they try to attack you when you get up to test your patience. And if you just are not impatient, then that behavior will get you tense until you actually change your attitude into fighting. That's one of the bot factors that I just noticed throughout the years that I've been playing the game. And what other bot factors? Well, if they attack you, you basically have to pay attention to how long your stagger lasts before you return to an idle state and are able to do something, compared to the bot's attack, what kind of attack it does, and how long will it take before they get back into idle state. Because if you compare those, they can make really good decisions on whether to block or to attack. So this is one of the key factors to actually prevent yourself from getting caught into a combo, because this might be dynasty attacks. This might be dynasty bots that he might be facing that actually getting a little bit tense. So I could definitely tell that he did not understand that he actually had a hard time getting around those combos, basically because he doesn't understand how bots are working in the game. Given that this game is only PvB, like player versus bot based. So what other reviews do we have? Well, we have this fixed boss fight. Each time I fight a bot, it takes a lot of time to defeat it. Each boss fight, I feel like the game's trying to force me. Let me go there to buy some type of pack. Like the combat system and the gameplay, but I feel like it shouldn't be so that you have to pay to progress in the single player. So he likes it, but he doesn't like the sensation that he gets from the game. And this looks like to be a very old note as well, given that it's 12th of August. I'm not sure because some said 2 years ago, and then some other notes said 12th of August. I'll get back to it. But when I think about it, though, each time I fight a boss, it takes a lot of time to defeat it. Well, basically bosses get a privilege, and those privileges are used against you, so you have to fight accordingly to actually get around with the boss, because these battles are based on the game turn boss, which is a specialized opponent in this coherence of fighting game that you have to fight, which has some extra stuff, some extra privilege that you have to get around with. So when I think about what he says right here, he likes the combat system and the gameplay, but he gets the sensation that every time he progresses through the story, the bots become more powerful, and you have to increase your stats for every single type of gear to get around with it. And I think the way he experienced it is that it was very hard because there might be chests. I'm not sure if there really was chests back then in 12th of August. But if it was 12th of August right now, I feel like he's a very new player, and may have not understood that there are marathons that actually could have helped him get around if he actually was, for example, saving keys instead of spending them. If you were like saving keys because he knows it's going to be marathons of shit someday, then he would actually win a lot from doing that. And what else there might be, I'm not entirely sure. But I'm pretty sure duels might be also a factor, as well as progression to the stories and event bosses, if that's also what he mentions right here. Also, all of these three factors have their own ways of actually affecting this review right here. And to say fair, yes, there's a pessimistic point of view in this, and I already seen some others in other games that gives me this kind of perspective, which I do see, because you gotta try to increase your gear so that you can actually be able to spend less time into being the boss, even though you might know the combat techniques, whether you know it or not. If you don't know some combat techniques to deal with the bot, well, you're basically gonna have a harder time, unfortunately. That is how it is. But if you know the combat techniques, then you know it's gonna take a long time still because of the stat differences between you and your bot. So that is also something you have to think about when you are like new and play the game. And actually still have the new guest account on the phone. Maybe I'd like to actually take a recording on that phone and then put it over into a video so that you guys can see some phone gameplay with that remaining set that I have yet to collect, the Guardian Dragon set. So yeah, let's go to another review. Better than Pina. I don't even know what that is. Awesome game, got me hooked, interested in getting more combat tips. Pretty positive review, a pretty enlightening review. He really likes the game, so I'm pretty happy that he likes the game as well. The great game, 5-star. The game is kind of like a game. But 4th of August. And this is just a very positive review, although there's not much said right here. This game kind of a game. What about this? Good gameplay, bit nerf Sarge. The dead walk is indeed something that will make the game last longer, because he's gonna get invulnerable and he's gonna hit you in the stomach with his hammer, and if you get hit right there, then it's gonna knock you down on the head. It's gonna smash your head with another hammer, and it's a little bit brutal for the end of the chapter 1. But you have to try to get around it, and methods to even get around it is, for example, use the dash, get around, so that he will miss his hammer smack, or just jump past him. That's also another method, but you can't jump past it in chapter 1 because you can only get around as a legionnaire. But as a dynasty or a herald, you could actually just jump past him and he will miss his attack. And we got that opportunity in one of the latest events called Wheel of History, where he fought the Wrath Dragoon because he was using that ability on us while he was in permanent shadow form. And it's been many times since I've been jumping past or even just getting around that sucker so that he was like missing his hammer. I could laugh about it. But other than that, Sarge has this challenge and it's possible to overcome it, so just keep fighting, that's all what it is. I love the game. This is for you people who think it's a bad game. You think this is bad? It literally says hard when fighting some, like Dang It Out, for example. On the right, it says hard. So go back to school, you uncultured swines. Man. Yeah, okay, so this guy would be like, hey, if you think it's bad, just reconsider what you think. But really, if you think it's a bad game, then you have your reasons for it. It's not like you generally say it's bad. You have experienced something that makes you think it's bad. And I experienced those factors that actually was hard for me to get through. But then I just went around it because that over time I realized I learned how to deal with the game system and actually make it for my own benefit and also give me the most fun out of it. So when he's throwing words like that, you think this is bad? It literally says hard when finding some, like Dang Rao, for example. On the right, it says hard. So go back to school. No, man. Don't put them back to school. But I get what you mean right there. But just don't put them back to school, man. Don't. Just don't. Alright, what's the next review? That was all the reviews down here that we had read. Well, that was all the reviews that was featured in this list. Let's see if there's like some others right here. So we just scroll down. Good. Hold on. Where is it? Aha, good. 5 stars. More. I want to mention there's a sound problem that happened randomly in the game, so you need to reset the game to get the sound back. Developer responds, thank you for your message. So it says it's overall good, but like a bug report. So bad! People, this game is a waste of time. They're only after for our money. Why make the game so damn difficult? It's a damn shame. Well, here's the thing again, because he might not have an easy time surpassing the stats. Building his stat up so that he uses less time into completing the game. But if you want to develop combat skills, then you might not necessarily want to do that and actually try to push yourself into playing an impossible battle so that you really know what it is to try to land some combos and breaking down the principles of the bot so you actually have a chance against the bot, even though the grade says insane or impossible. Because I've been through many of those battles whenever I was trying to get through all the chapters that was going to be slided by the game back in the days. Hard work pays off. If you are in a hurry, you can buy your success. If you have stamina and the will to do sacrifice some hours, this is your game. Good storyline minus side quests keeps you occupied. I can agree with that. Although I don't really do side quests. And in the earliest build, I've seen that there was side quests, but there wasn't. I'm not sure if there was in the earlier days, but what I could tell that there was a storyline. And then duels were developing over time, so that the game has broadened its spectrum into the opportunities that you can have for actually completing the game. So over here, 13th of March. That is definitely something. If you're one of a hurry by business, by success, yeah. If you're in a hurry, that's actually one thing, because if you don't have time but just want that good fun, this is why paying is an option. But if you have time, like I do, then you can actually just spend some time and win a bunch of battles all the way to your success and know which battles you want to play so you can utilize your resources well. So just gotta keep it up and keep fighting. Bad! This game's much worse than Shadow Fight 2. This is like the pay-to-win version of Shadow Fight 2. Okay, mister. I can tell based on your experience as well. I can only guess what it is, but can't really tell, and that also gets back to one of those general replies about the game being bad. Too expensive. The king of pay to win. I recognize that name right there. That guy's a Norwegian player who is actually in the leaderboards, and I don't really mind about that guy, to be honest. But he's been on top for some time, and then other people have been ranging on top in the Norwegian local servers. But I also been on top for a couple of times. Even though the developers are actually thinking about adding some rewards for being on the top of the global and the local leaderboard. So, about that, you definitely know that players with high stats, players who actually bought themselves high stats, they're the ones who will win the global leaderboard. In my own end, I should be lucky because I'm pretty much one of the few who actually grinds like heck in this game, who actually can have time to grind like heck in duels and actually just spend a Saturday and a Sunday and give myself a bunch of trophies until my stats can't beat other players who have higher power, for example. So yeah. So I think that's going to be pretty much it for reading all of these reviews, guys, and I hope you guys did enjoy me reading all of these reviews, because it is worth noting what other people have been thinking about the game, and you might also be thinking about what others have been thinking about the game yourself. Throughout all these years, it has shown its ups and its downs, but it's up to you to take your own conclusion on whether you want to continue playing the game or whether you want to call it good or bad, because it's your decision. You're just checking out the game, you're playing the game, you want to experience it, and your experience is what makes your opinion of the game. That's just easy to say, just by that principle, and you will already have an opinion. Even if it's a general, even when I read these general replies, general reviews right here about, oh, it's just good, oh, it's just bad, then it is just because of their experience. And I could just guess what the experience of them might be to where they want to say, oh, it's good, or oh, it's bad. You see what I mean? But hope you guys did enjoy this, and also hope you guys did enjoy me checking out this video. Actually, that's pretty much all this video is all about. And in the next video, I might actually be doing some builds and perhaps trying to finish the marathon of the spooky scary Halloween event. Well, it's not really spooky scary, I just slice my opponents down. That's pretty much what it is. But we get into some builds, and we're trying to get the Guardian Dragon set once and for all, so that I can actually finish the game and actually showcase to you guys some gameplay with the Guardian Dragon, because I'll only be playing with the set on the mobile phone that I used to record the face cam. Yeah. So someone was actually interrupting me right there. That's why I had to cut the camera. As I said about the phone, then I have to get a call that basically aborted the whole entire recording setup right here. But anyways, let's not get too much bothered with that, because all I want to say is I hope you guys did enjoy this video right here, and if you guys did, be sure to hit that like button to show support. And if you're new and enjoy my overall content, be sure to hit that subscribe button so that you can become a part of the Boston modding community, where you're going to be playing fun games and getting to some builds and checking out some news, because the days are closing in before the Shadow Fight Arena global release. And then I will be expanding my content again, where I will be playing some Shadow Fight Arena and have some Shadow Fight 3 gameplay afterward. It's like, oh, if I want to make a Shadow Fight Arena video, then I actually have some time for some in-between video gameplay with some Shadow Fight 3, and as I'm making a Shadow Fight Arena video. So until then, guys, I'll catch you guys in another one.